Hello everyone. Today I wanted to talk to you about an app that we all use every day. Some might use more than others, or some might not use it at all. That's TikTok. Have you ever scrolled on TikTok and realized how much time you've actually been on there? Although the app can be fun, I was curious about how spending so much time on TikTok can actually affect mental health. I use TikTok pretty often and I work full time, but I still average 5 hours a day on TikTok. So that kind of gives you an idea of how much time teens are on there during the summer when there's no school, no sports, or no after school activities in the picture. Most of us use TikTok, but we may not be fully aware of how it affects our mental health. I wanted to share 3 big reasons as to why it impacts teens and young adults with their mental health. I want to focus on how the algorithm leads to excessive screen time, how it increases social comparison, and how it contributes to anxiety and depression symptoms. TikTok algorithm encourages excessive screen time. We all know what For You page is and how it works. The For You page, it uses an algorithm that shows you endless amount of videos based on your history and liked videos. The For You page is designed for maximum engagement. So teens often lose sleep and neglect responsibilities at home because of how addicted they are to TikTok. I found on Pew Research Center that around 60% of teens use TikTok daily and 16% say they use it constantly. Now let's dive into why the content on TikTok negatively impacts the way teens see themselves and others. TikTok promotes social comparison and body images. Many creators on TikTok idolize beauty standards and filtered lifestyles. This causes teens to compare themselves to unrealistic content on TikTok. Girls start feeling insecure about themselves and develop low self-esteem. They also get on these trends like clean girl aesthetic, or try to do these cosmetic procedures to try to look like the fake world on TikTok. Boys also feel the pressure from fitness content and develop, in a way, toxic masculinity. Now that we know these social comparisons don't just affect self-esteem, it can also lead to more serious issues like anxiety and depression. Overuse of TikTok is connected with increased symptoms of anxiety, depression, and poor sleep. There's a term called doom scrolling, which means endlessly scrolling through negative content on TikTok. One study I found was that social media platform like TikTok may be linked to higher levels of depression into introverted teens. I also want to bring up another important term called brain rot, which refers to an excessive amount of stimulation and creation of characters that have no meaning to the real world. For example, brain rot leads to dangerous trends like Subway Surfer in real life, like the Tide Pod trend that actually kills children because they follow the trend online, and from hanging from high buildings. And also asking AI to create unusual images like shark with shoes. In conclusion, I hope you've learned more of how TikTok affects mental health on teens and young adults. I shared how TikTok's algorithm promotes excessive screen time, how it increases social comparison, and how it contributes to mental health struggles. So next time you scroll for hours on TikTok and are feeling down, just remember of how the videos made you feel, not what you just watched. Thank you.